my name is Faith Moyosore Agbola, and this is My Hustle Story, which is a show that actually profiles young and inspiring entrepreneurs who are actually making a difference in their field. We call them hustlers because they're actually defying a horde. Do you know what it means to be successful in this atmosphere? It's a lot of work. Today's entrepreneur is someone who is different. Her story is one of her purpose, her dream, and her life goal coming to her. And we believe this is one story you're going to really enjoy listening to. Let's hear her.
Hi guys, my name is Serrah Kessim. I'm a pattern maker, a fashion designer, and creative director for the clothing brand Serrah Kessim. Fashion for me started when I was in secondary school. I went to Command Secondary School at Paja, Lagos. I remember those times having extra badass uniform were something that were really cool, like big collars, big skirts, really tight fitted skirts with a lot of hooks and all those things. Then people always tagged you. I tagged you as being a filler. So I remember then my friends were always asking when we wanted to do socials. I don't know, people that went to boarding house could relate to that. We had social gatherings at the end of the school terms where we go to party and all those other stuff. So I remember my mom is a fashion designer too, and my grandmother is, we call her Tailor Abekpetes, that's Yoruba. In English it means tailor beneath the staircase. So it was something that I was actually born into. It might sound really cliche, but then that's it. So I remember those times I always tell her to make me cool uniforms and all those things, but then she would tell me, okay, let's do like this, I'll cut the clothes for you, and then you end up sewing it. So I'm like, okay, that's really fair. Those times when I go back to school, people are always like, this thing is really nice, I like this thing. So anytime we had socials and all those other things, people always wanted to wear my day wears, my uniforms and all those stuff. So I'm like, okay, I think that there's really something that I'm doing really right in this thing for people to really appreciate it that way. And you know that if you are a Nigerian child growing up in a Nigerian house, you cannot just wake up after school and telling your parents that you want to just be a fashion designer after school. So it was something that I couldn't dare do. I got admission into University of Lagos to study botany. So in school then, what started out for me when the passion started growing was when I started getting recognitions from for awards and all those things. So I now figured that, okay, there's really something in this line that I knew that I could actually do. I remember then, I always noticed that people always wear casual traditional outfits to work on Fridays. So I figured that there must be a reason behind that. Then I found that then government at that time in the 90s made it compulsory for workers to wear that, civil servants to wear that to work on Fridays. Then I'm like, okay, I think I really need to do something close to this line, like that's Afrocentric casuals for people to always wear to work. And since my target market were people around that region, so then I was lucky. In my church we had an entrepreneurship event where you were supposed to, and it was kind of like a support stuff where you sell your products or whatever it is that you have, you come to showcase. Then I did a market research. I went to the market, I got really affordable fabrics in prints and bold colors. I sold for really affordable prices between the ranges of 3K for tops and 5K for dresses. That day I was doing a research even while trying to sell what it is that I was selling. Then I found out that I sold out the outfits, almost like 50 outfits. So that day we were like 10 fashion designers. So I went around to really ask them, okay, how was market for you like, and how was your prices like? And then they told me some were like 8K, 10K and so on. They were like, I didn't really get to sell a lot of things. So I'm like, okay, I think that the people around me are people that cannot really afford things that are really expensive or on the high side. Then I'm like, okay, I think this is the market for me. Then I remember I think I was on Twitter or Instagram that day. I really cannot remember. Yes, I was on Instagram. Then I saw the ad post for the Tony Elumelu Foundation. And I'm like, okay, let me just try this. I really don't know if I'll get really lucky because other people, when you be seeing startups, you're seeing tech, you're seeing this one, you're seeing now. And I'm like, hey, fashion designer, cutting and sewing clothes. Okay, let me just try. And then I tried and I got lucky. I was among the 1,000 entrepreneurs in Africa from Nigeria.
Welcome back to My Hustle Story. We just listened to the beautiful, intelligent, smart, and fashionable Serrah Kessim. I really enjoyed your story, and I like the fact that what you're doing is actually something that you stumbled on and something that you're actually passionate about. And I think that's really important for entrepreneurship. It's important that whatever you're doing is something that you enjoy, and something that is somewhat your purpose, you know, rather than just copying or seeing something that somebody's doing and just following. Because I think that's what a lot of people are doing. You see someone doing something and you just follow it. So it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice one. So I just want to ask you, fashion designing is really popular right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to fashion designing. There are people that say they are tailors, they are pattern makers, they are fashion designers. People have different names for this thing.
Yeah.
But one thing is certain, there are some people that are doing better than other people. So I want to know, you are pretty successful, if not,
Thank God.
that's why we're sharing your story. So I just want to know, what is that thing that you're doing that sets you apart? What is that thing that you're doing that is making you sell better than others? What's that unique selling point that you have?
Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you guys for having me here.
Yeah.
Okay, I would yeah, okay, I'll say the thing that is setting me apart. First of all, I want to say God, and yes, like really, because I know that if you go and check CAC for the number of people that have registered as fashion designers, there are lots of people. And then I'll say the Tony Elumelu Foundation, because I think that Nigerians, we as Nigerians, we like to be tagged to something. Like, okay, when you see that this person has a shield, like, so this person is beneath an organization and is under an organization that you can relate to, people would trust you more.
Better.
Do you understand? So that's one of the things. And then I think the fact that I'm a pattern maker, because everybody wants, when they make, we are girls now, do you understand? Everybody wants the fittings,
perfect,
they want to look really sexy,
flaunt them curves,
yes,
sell our market, like you said.
Do you understand? So I want to say that. So, and then I want to say, okay, people around, I can relate to people well. So I think I have that in me. I'm like really energetic and everything. So people want to, like, okay, because I have some clients that'll be like, my mom is so too, but this style, this place that I'm going to,
they think you're the one that can do it.
Yes, you're the one that can really define this. So I would say that.
So a lot of Nigerian entrepreneurs complain that the situation in Nigeria is not good for businesses. People say that the Nigerian economy is not good for business to thrive. They complain about power, complain about the government and so many things. And I want to know, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Does the Nigerian atmosphere affect your business from thriving? There's no.
Yes, so
oh
yes, a very big yes. Okay, I would say that. First of all, NEPA. I would say that in that aspect, you know, okay, how would I put it? If you like, you're in Nigeria, I think that you will learn how to improvise. Like when we're doing, you went to Unilag.
Your hustle, no.
When you're doing projects and all those, are you science students?
No, art.
Okay, science student. When you're doing projects, lab projects, you have to improvise. If you don't have
when
some, and all those things. So in the laboratory. So I think that those things like beauty, even secondary school, chemistry, physics, pipetting and all those other things. So I think that those things have groomed me, because now if there's no light, I have like if there's no even generator, there are other ways that when I started compared to now that I know that yes, okay, I have a lot of stuff that I work with, machineries and all those things. Then I know that yes, people always complain, but then I think that there's a way that you can improvise in this fashion business. Maybe using your iron. Then I used to have this stove. Yes, stove iron. Because you really want to, like, when your customers pay, you don't care that they don't care that there's no light, there's no this one. Stories. Yes, there's no stories, and it's not as if my father is 30 billion gang, they're going to give me 1 billionaire to give you. So, and then you have to come through for your clients, because if not, they say, this girl, she doesn't come through, she always disappoints and every other thing, all those placements. They don't care that Nigeria is really terrible. I feel like if you have this passion for the thing that you want to do, I think that you always find a way. It's something that you always find a way, because I know that people, yes, Nigeria is not good, but how long do you want to keep complaining?
What would you advise young fashion designers, people that are actually interested in fashion designing, what would you advise them to do in order to move from basic to recognize what are the steps they should take to, you know, get themselves from a place of maybe obscurity to a place of being known?
Okay, I would advise them, the first thing I used to advise is know the knowledge of the process. Like now, a lot of us want knowledge of the process. Like you have to, especially in this fashion business, there are different aspects, different branches of fashion. You have to, even if you don't know how to do all, at least just basic. Like now, I can sketch, I can cut, I can sew, I can make patterns. Do you understand? Yes. So I just feel like even if you don't, yes, even if you don't know, like in depth, because fashion will stress you. Like some days you want to really give up. So at least when you know the end of the process, and sometimes these tailors, they can be funny when you employ people, so that they don't feel like, what do you know? Without me, you cannot really do anything, and all those things. They start using to do shakara and all those things. So when you know all those, when they know that you know what you are doing, it's be really difficult for them to start playing all those kind of stunts on you. So my advice to people that are starting is go and learn. Like even if you're not learning a year, 2 years, it's even too much. At least go and learn and have a basic knowledge, even if it's 6 months. That's what I got. But now people don't really want to learn. I want to have a fashion. I want to have shoot. I have models, and I spend a lot of money. When you keep spending, and people that know these things know. Do you understand? So I would just advise that you should learn how to do. Then have a mentor in the field. Even if you don't have a close one-on-one relationship with this person, at least me, I don't know if I can be from anywhere. I just know that I've interned for her LFW 2014. Yes, and that you understand. So that's the only thing. So, but online, I see the things that she do. I'm like, okay, this thing can be done this way. This thing can be done better. Yeah, it inspires me to be more. Do you understand? So I'm like, okay. So you don't have to know. Like everybody say, I want to really know this person. You're fancying this person. You know. And that's one problem. Farms. Yes. And most of these people actually want to see that you have maybe a teachable spirit. Yes. And you actually want to give them something rather than just collecting. Yes, that's really. So basically, for young entrepreneurs, you believe that they should know the knowledge of what they're doing and get a mentor. Any other thing? Yeah, get a mentor and then just be hardworking. Like you have to be consistent. Like keep doing what you are doing. Like I know that when I'm not where I am today, it's not by my power, it's not even by my strength, but I think that hard work, I've been really diligent. And then don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. Like me, people always say, Serah Kessim, I shoot my shots. You do. I shoot, and I used to tell people the highest thing that person can say to me is no. You can't slap me, you can't beat me. So I will shoot my shots in the DM, this one, I hustle. I shoot my shots. You have to. So it's very, very necessary. So don't be embarrassed. When you see opportunities, to grab it with both hands. Keep doing, and before you know, that big break is coming. I'm inspired by Serrah Kessim. Such a wealth of knowledge. Like I'm sure any young fashion designer listening to this will be learning some really big things, which is after all the accolades. So basically, for people that want to patronize you, people that want to get your service, people that want to buy your clothes, how do they reach you? Do you have a website, social media page, address? My name is Serrah Kessim, and my name is Serrah Kessim on all social media platforms. That's SerahKassim, and my email address is serahkassim@gmail.com. So if you want to reach me, you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter too, and then you can reach me out on my email. And then there's a 10% discount using SK Hustle Story. If you are coming from this yes. They are coming from Hustle Story, just use the coupon, discount code SK Hustle Story and shoot your shot. You get 10% off. And it doesn't have to be girls or guys. If you have girlfriends, mom, you can use the discount too. Discount for that person. Okay, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for having me, guys. That was fun. Yeah, thank you. Hi, that was a really, really inspiring and inspirational show. I'm sure you learned a lot, especially if you're a young and aspiring fashion designer. Two things actually stood out for me in today's show. Number one, there is no price tag to creativity. Do not let anybody choose for you whatever price you're going to put on that thing that you're spending hours and hours of work on. There is no price tag to creativity. Prices according to the effort and the time that you put into it. Your work will speak for you. Another thing for young and aspiring entrepreneurs to get them to where they want to be is get knowledgeable in that field that you're passionate about. Find knowledge, focus on it. I'm sure you really enjoyed today's show. I did. It was beautiful, fun, and inspiring. For more amazing information, shows, news on politics, on fashion, on business, on campus life, on relationships, visit moviezone.ng. Follow us on all social media platforms at moviezone.ng and follow me too, at Faith Moyose. Thank you.